Hello. Got some breeze coming in from this window. Beautiful. Okay, I'm doing the usual. Actually, I'm not. I'm doing something slightly different. This, can you see it? No, you can't. That's my Slurpee. I call coffee Slurpee. Why? My milk in the fridge, I've had it a while and it's just starting to go and I can't stand it. If milk just starts to turn just slightly, I hate it and it's got to go in the bin. But I've been looking for an alternative to dairy milk, ordinary milk as I would call it. So my idea is to try a couple of different sort of milks and stuff like that. And I've only got one, I've only tried one, or am now trying one. This is Almond Breeze, it's called. So it's just made with almonds. It's unsweetened, because I don't really like the point of sweet, sickly milk, I don't understand that. So Almond Breeze it's called, so I should be trying a different one every single week and see which one I'm going to settle on. Almond Breeze. It's funny, it's there isn't a consistency of milk as I know milk. I've had milk all of my life, since a baby I presume, cow juice, cow milk. But there isn't a consistency, there isn't a creaminess and a richness to it. And in fact it's quite bland, it's quite watery, but there is a beautiful little taste of almonds. Obviously, it's almond milk. I love, I've been buying these sort of things. I love nuts. I absolutely love nuts. I could tell you a rude joke if you like. Take the children out of the room then. Okay. What have you got if you've got nuts on the chest? Chestnuts. What have you got if you've got nuts on the wall? Walnuts. Yeah. What have you got if you've got nuts on the chin? A cock in your mouth. Hello. I want to start this video thanking my glorious, wonderful friend Pete. This is called a Mani stone. And it actually says Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Start again. Om Mani Padme Hum is a Buddhist chant. I've heard of Mani stones before, but I've never ever seen one, and now I've got one. This came all the way from Tibet, and it was sent to me by a fellow traveller, because I'm still a traveller in my head, a guy called Pete, and I really, really thank you very much, Pete, if you are watching. I absolutely love it. Tonight I will be meditating with this in hand. So yeah, it's called a Mani stone. I think it's absolutely wonderful, beautiful. Thank you. He sent it for my birthday. So kind of him. Really, really chuffed with that. If you're interested, M-A-N-I, Mani stone, have a look, do your research, do whatever you want to do. I want to check my mics on, I'm sure it is. Yes. Okay, I've got a couple more of my thoughts to do after this. What an introduction, telling you a rude joke and showing you a present. So we've got just a couple. Deborah Elliott. Hi Deborah. Deborah says, why are the English people tolerant of paedophilia in the monarchy? Why are the English people tolerant of paedophilia in the monarchy? I don't know whether we're tolerant or not. I suppose to answer that is because we don't know the true facts of things. I've been calling Prince Philip a paedophile forever, because I'm sure he is, and I'm sure that Andrew, if you don't know, then obviously Philip is the Queen's husband, Andrew is their son, or one of their sons. Who knows? You know, I think because things get hidden and not investigated and stuff like that, that it's we're not tolerant, we've got nothing to go on, whether it's fact or false. We don't really know. So how could we be tolerant? This is, I wrote down actually on here, quick question back for you. Why are the people from the US tolerant of George H.W. Bush? Disgusting, well-known paedophile. Bill Clinton, another one. Trump. You know, Trump was accused of rape, wasn't he, in 2015, whatever it was. Why are you tolerant of those sort of people? It's probably because you don't know the true facts. Although George H.W. Bush, you did know the facts, you know. On the whole, I'm going to answer this rather than why are the English tolerant of paedophilia in the monarchy. I've just answered that really, but in general, why are people tolerant of paedophilia? They are tolerant because they're not quite sure of the facts. It's not tolerant, it's just not knowing the true facts. If you take the USA and Michael Jackson, for instance, was he innocent? Was he guilty? Or did he have a mental illness? I believe it was a mental illness. I can't see him, although he paid out a lot of money to little boys, but something in me, I don't see that he had sex with the boys. Not really. I think he might have done something, I don't know, but I believe he had a mental illness. To have strangers, little boys, in his bed overnight and to shower with them and things like that, whatever, that is wrong, isn't it? But you tolerate that, you know. Obviously, if you look at the disgusting things that go on in Hollywood. I read on the internet, I don't know how true it is, I read on the internet maybe a year or so ago, something about Heath Ledger. Now, I'm not into television, I'm not into films, I don't know these people. Apparently he played Joker in Batman. What else he did, I've no idea, but apparently that's what he did. Now, it turns out that possibly he was raped by somebody who is still making films now, a very, very well-known Hollywood actor. He told that to another little boy, he was 14 at the time, told that to another boy of 14 who appeared in the film Stand By Me, don't know his name, and that boy said that he was also abused by not only this man but loads of men. And then somebody else who appeared in the film The Lost Boys, another 14-year-old boy, was also raped, not by this lot but by a load of men. You know, there was something about Keanu Reeves, there was something about River Phoenix, there was lots of stuff. You know, you're not tolerant over it, are you? It's just you don't know. You know, even now I'm talking, I'm not giving you facts because I don't know. I have no idea, but then I've done no research or anything, which is the idea of these videos. So on the whole, I don't think people are tolerant, people just don't know. They just don't know. And that's worldwide, isn't it? You know, in this country, in the UK, we've got a corporation called the BBC. That used to be a respected organisation. They got a few channels, you know, television channels. They used to be respected, but now they're so biased and what have you. But over the years, and this has been proven, but over the years, they have funded known paedophiles. They have funded, out of the people in the UK, they have to buy something called a television licence if they want to watch television. But out of that money, they have given that money to known paedophiles. That is known, that is tolerated, because even though people know that, some people still go and buy a television licence, knowing where that money has gone and where it will go to in the future. To me, that is wrong. But, you know, you've got to do whatever you do. So, yeah, it's not tolerated, really. I think it's just not knowing, not fully knowing, you know. A bit like, if we're on about the monarchy, a bit like Lady Diana. You know, I believe that she was murdered. I think that's fairly obvious by now that everybody knows she was murdered. And she was murdered, obviously, either by the royal family, or certainly they would have got other people to do it for them. Now that isn't tolerated as such, but because we don't really truly know the facts, what can you do about it? You know, you're talking about the royal family here, you know. The Queen's about 90 something and she's going to die in the next few years, and my wish is that they then abolish the royal family. They open up all their grounds, all their castles, all their properties and all the rest of it. They use all of that money to help the poor, end homelessness in this country, end poverty in this country, sell all the diamonds and gold and all that to different countries, whoever wants them, use that money for hospitals, for schools, for education, for the homeless. There's untold trillions that family have of our money, land, property, etc., etc. So when she pegs it, and let's hope it's soon, because she's a waste of space, but when she goes, hopefully they will abolish the royal family and give all that money to people that do deserve it. Not the royal family. The royal family don't deserve it. What have they ever done, you know? That's it, Deborah. Thank you very much. Interesting thing that, but yeah, we don't tolerate it. We just don't know the true facts. Much the same as you in your country, but even if when you do know the true facts, like H.W. Bush or whatever his bloody name was, you know all about him, nobody seemed to bother too much. So just, I'm batting the question back at you. Take care, cheers, and be well. Ta-ra then.